Mm. You won't watch? So you won't watch? But take it into that computer. Go back to your office and log in from there. If I need you, I'll have, just have to come back in here.
Okay.
You need something?
I just had a quick question. I don't have anything on the docket. Advocate sitting here not set till October. DA's filing a dismissal and I filed a motion to forfeit a weapon to me. Is that something we can move up on the docket or can they just let you know when you can?
I just signed it automatically. In fact, I think I might have signed it yesterday. It was an MK2
Henry,
357 mag.
yeah, that was the order I think I filed. I don't know if they filed the dismissal.
I signed it yesterday.
The dismissal also or?
No, yeah, I believe so. Yeah.
Easy.
You've been taken care of.
All right, thank you, Ted.
You're
Well, have a
welcome.
good day. Hope your computer fixes.
Thanks. Actually,
Oh. You're gonna say because you couldn't sleep.
All the rest of the month.
month? No, the week. Yeah. You know what's weird though? I don't have any audio on this computer to hear people pop in. Normally I hear that da-dun, da-dun, that lets me know that someone new has joined in.
It should go over the speakers.
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking. Well,
Sarah, can you hear me?
Yes.
Can you say something again? That sounded very odd.
Can you hear me?
It was very echoed,
sounds
muffled almost,
like
maybe.
it's-
Yeah.
I can't hear Stephanie.
Is your mic on?
Can you hear me?
Barely.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Do I sound echoed or in a tunnel?
No.
Why do you sound so? Hey, let's put a ticket in for that computer. And then also put a ticket in for them to come check the audio quality in this courtroom.
Okay.
Over Zoom.
But, I think it's Sarah's computer, because a lot of times when she does talk on Zoom, it's hard to hear in the past.
Go
So-
grab my blue mic that I had
Okay,
Sorry, Sarah. We
and
need
plug
to
it
hear
in.
you.
blue?
That big microphone I had on my, on here.
The BTC bar, is that, isn't that what that is?
What are you talking about? I don't know what you're looking at.
And the audio controls, is it something about the control, how somebody sounds or
Yeah, but where do I go for that?
audio controls? No, on the podium.
Oh, on the podium.
Yeah.
Oh, audio controls.
I think they were just BTC bar.
Yes, and we're at a negative right now. I wonder if this does anything. Oh, but that makes it. Let's see if this helps. She plugs it in. And then you're gonna have to change your audio input from your computer to that microphone. It's gonna take a second for it to recognize it.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, yes, you still sound like you're in a tunnel or
Now I can't hear y'all.
because that microphone now is also
on.
acting as the output. So look to your output and input under your audio controls. Because your computer is thinking that it's a microphone and a speaker.
Okay, hold on.
Although she probably didn't hear a single thing I just said.
Can y'all hear me?
Yes.
I still can't hear you.
Okay. I'm coming back there.
Yes, but I tried.
Can you hear us? Stephanie, can you hear us? Say something.
Yes, we can hear you.
I can hear her now.
Okay. Now, say something real quick and tell me.
Does it sound clear?
Yes,
More
it sounds a
clear?
lot better.
Okay.
Can you hear me now?
This is fun.
It is way clearer.
Much better.
Yeah, talk, Sarah.
Okay. We ready?
Yeah, much better. Not perfect, but much better.
Okay.
All right, let's see who we've got present. You know, did any of these attorneys notify you that somebody else will be showing up in their place?
No.
Let's just pull one in, find out what case they're here on. Mr. Hines, can you unmute yourself and turn your video on, please?
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning. Can you tell me what case you are here on?
Yes, Judge. I am here on Discover Bank versus Rajinda Baga.
Okay. Mr. Hines, I'm going to put you back in the waiting room. Mr. Baga was present for a minute in the waiting room and he disappeared. So I'm going to give him some time to reconnect.
Okay, Judge.
So I'm going to move on to the next case and I'll come back to you.
Thank you.
Mr. Jones, can you tell me what case you're here on?
Yes, Judge, I'm here for Randa Danda. I'm here on behalf of Cadence Bank.
Yeah. It's blurred.
Bringing in the defendants who are present. Mr. and Mrs. Leverman, would you please unmute yourself and turn your video on?
We are together. Would you like us to mute one computer?
That's fine. Then if you're together, so there's Ryan and Amanda Leverman present in this one screen titled Amanda Leverman.
Yes.
Okay, very good. All right, we're on the record in 24 CCV 074398, Cadence Bank, formerly known as Bank Corp South Bank versus Rendanda LLC, Ryan Leverman individually and Amanda Leverman individually. Mr. and Mrs. Leverman, can you tell me, are you represented by counsel?
No.
No, we're not.
Does I'm not familiar with this Randanda, but are they represented LLC? Are they represented by counsel?
No, that was my company, Randa Danda.
Are you representing yourselves individually in this case?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. And you understand that you're not capable or able to represent your company, an LLC, correct? You understand that?
No.
No.
You'll need a lawyer to represent that. Okay. All right. Do you have notice of why we're here today as well?
Yes.
All right. I have a motion for summary judgment that's been filed by the plaintiff in this case. Counselor, Mr. Jones, you may proceed with your prove up. You have any?
Yes, Your Honor,
would you like
thank
to
you.
make an opening, or do you have any witnesses you'd like to call in this case?
No, Your Honor, this is a summary judgment hearing. Everything's on paper. We have an affidavit of Terry Thomas, who's a bank officer with the bank, who proves up the note and the guarantee agreements, which is the suit that we're here for today. Your Honor, a promissory note was executed by the entity Randa Danda LLC back in 2020. The original principal amount of $119,000 and some change. Your Honor, this is a default on a promissory note and guarantee agreement. The promissory note simply was not paid back. This summary judgment was brought because of a default on non-payment, and we ask for a summary judgment in the total principal and interest amount of $141,237.73, as well as costs and attorney's fees. There's also a security agreement for the foreclosure on collateral. I believe there were some accounts for whatever that's worth, whatever there is remaining on accounts with this entity, we ask for the foreclosure of that as well.
Mr. and Mrs. Leverman, our clerk's office is sometimes slow to accept filings. Did you file a response by chance to the motion for summary judgment?
No.
Okay. Do you have anything that you'd like to state regarding the motion for summary judgment?
So, this was all done under Bank Corp. We've kind of already gone through all this with Bank Corp. They put it to bed. And then when Cadence, I guess, took this over, they then all brought it all back up. Yes, this was it was a line of credit that I took for Randa Danda. And once COVID hit, business shut down and I had no way to even come close to repaying it. I mean, the intent was to repay it, but I mean,
We just haven't recovered.
yeah,
So
this is the reason why we can't afford an attorney to represent us why we're here in this situation.
All right. I understand your situation, and I am mindful of it, and I understand COVID affected a lot of people. The problem that exists right now is there are legal proceedings that are taking place. And there are certain legal procedures that must take place with regards to motion for summary judgment, et cetera. Due to the circumstances, plaintiff's counsel has proven up their motion for summary judgment at this time. Although I feel for your situation, I am going to have to grant their motion for summary judgment. My
Understand.
recommendation to y'all at this point in time is to contact plaintiff's counsel and talk to them about it. Do y'all have any questions
Okay.
before I conclude this hearing?
No, I mean, no question. I mean, it's kind of, there's no denial of the loan, and I mean, there's no, it's, we are where we are, and we're just trying to move forward and do the best we can.
I understand. Again, I would just reach out to plaintiff's counsel and you can start talking about how to handle it from here.
Okay.
I see Mr. Jones nodding his head, so I think he's in agreement.
Yes, Your Honor.
Is that with Mr. Rasner, Blake
That's
Rasner, in
correct.
his office?
That's correct.
Okay.
You have their contact information?
Yeah, I've actually spoken to Blake prior to this. We were trying to work something out. You don't have any, when you don't have anything, it's hard to offer anything.
I wish you all the best. Good luck to you.
Appreciate it. Thanks, sir.
I do have to grant the motion.
Yes, sir.
All right, y'all have a good day. That concludes the hearing.
Thank you, Judge.
Thanks, sir.
Thank you. Sarah, can you push that through?
It's in your bench queue.
Thank you.
Judge, do you want me to bring the defendant in?
No, I didn't even see that they were present. I'm bringing them in right now.
They just popped in.
Mr. Taylor can't connect.
There's a Caroline Taylor that says attorney.
Hello there.
Okay.
All right, can everybody hear me? Miss Jones, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes. All right, we're on the record in 24 CCV 074718 Members Choice Credit Union versus Akia Yasmin Jones. We're here on a plaintiff's motion for summary judgment. Miss Jones, did you file a response to the motion for summary judgment by chance?
Yes, I did.
When did you file that?
Let's see. I want to say it was June.
Well, that's in June, because the plaintiff's motion for summary judgment was filed in July.
Okay, hold on one moment. I'm pulling it up now. I actually had a difficult time trying to join the call, so I'm a little discombobulated, but I'm trying to get on.
I don't see one on file, Miss Jones.
Mhm.
But if you found one, let me know. Give me the date and I'll check with the clerk.
Okay, I have July 22nd, 2024, and I received a response from Sarah Toller from your office.
You filed a response to the motion for summary judgment on July 22nd, 2024.
That's when I received the response from Sarah Toller, was July 22nd,
No.
2024.
My question to you is, did you file a response to the motion for summary judgment?
I did.
You did. You have a response filed. Do you have a receipt showing that it was filed, like a file stamp receipt? Not
I
showing
did.
you filed one.
I do have a no reply e-filing from it looks like from the court, saying that they received it.
You wouldn't
It's
receive it from us.
Notice of filing. The date says July 12th, 2024.
July 12th?
July 12th, 2024 is when I received the notification that you got, it looks like it was received. And then on the 22nd, I received something from Miss Toller, Sarah Toller. Is there anyone that I can forward the filing to?
What is the title of your filing?
It says, cause number, and then it has this case number, defendant pro se, original, I'm trying to read the whole thing, original answer.
That was your answer that you filed.
Yeah.
Okay. That's very different than the response to a motion for summary judgment. Did you file a response to the motion for summary judgment?
Okay, then maybe not.
Okay. Because I see your answer on file, and actually you filed it on June 28th, 2024.
Okay.
That's what I have. Okay.
So is that something different that I was supposed to file? I'm sorry, but I'm not familiar with it.
I can't provide you legal advice, Ms. Jones.
Okay.
So whether you are supposed to file that or not, that is a legal decision to be made. And you probably needed to consult a lawyer regarding that. We are here for a motion for summary judgment hearing. So plaintiff's counsel has properly noticed you regarding that hearing, and we shall proceed. Everybody is present. So Mr. Taylor, you may proceed with your prove up on the motion for summary judgment.
Thank you, Your Honor. We're asking the court to take judicial notice of all documents on file, including the plaintiff's motion and all attached exhibits. And we're moving to enter all documents into evidence.
Any objection, Ms. Jones?
No.
All right, the court shall take judicial notice of all documents on file.
Yes, plaintiff is seeking a judgment on one contract. On April 15th, 2022, the defendant executed a simplified loan agreement pursuant to which the defendant was able to request and receive advances. And then on April 20th, 2022, the defendant, pursuant to the plan, requested and received an advance in the amounts of $20,000 bearing interest at a rate of 9.5% per year. That's documented by the non-replenishing single advance disclosure. The defendant defaulted in making payments. The defendant failed to cure despite a demand that was sent on December 12th, 2023, and there's currently a balance of $16,380.41. Plaintiff is currently seeking entry on the principal balance plus pre-judgment interest, post-judgment interest, as well as court costs and attorney's fees.
Do you have anything that you'd like to say at this time, Ms. Jones?
No, I do not. During that time, I was not working and I was unable to pay.
But you're not disputing the debt?
I'm not disputing the debt. No, I'm not.
All right. You understand that we are here for a motion for summary judgment. They are seeking a judgment against you in the amount of $16,380.41.
I understand.
Okay, with interest at 9.5% per annum. Reasonable attorney fees in the amount of $2,334. I will say those are a little bit steep. I mean, I just had a debt that was way more than $16,000 that I had just approved that had $2,400 in attorney's fees. And then of course, court costs as well in this matter. I'm granting the motion. I will cut the attorney's fees down to $1,800 in this case though. Do I have an order on file? Or let's see here. Sarah, do you see one?
The proposed orders in your queue.
Thank you.
Is Sarah available?
Are you finished with the hearing?
All right, anything further for the record, Mr. Taylor?
That's it, Your Honor.
Ms. Jones?
No, that's it.
All right, y'all are free to go. That concludes the hearing. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Turn my video on.
Ms. Taylor, if you turn your camera on.
Yes, I'm trying to find it. Sorry.
Okay.
Oh.
While you're working on that, can you tell me what case you're here on?
Yes, I am here on. I'm covering for Daniel because he's in two hearings at the same time. 24 CV 074718.
Okay. We just heard that case and Daniel was present.
Oh, okay. Did he win?
I'll let you talk to him. All right.
Okay,
Feel free to go.
all right, thank you.
All right, Mr. Hines,
Yes, Judge.
Mr. Baga never reappeared in the waiting room. And Sarah, you don't see him in the waiting room either, right?
Correct. He's not there.
Okay. We're going to proceed with your motion for summary judgment since it was properly noticed.
Thank you, Judge.
So we're hearing cause number 23 CCV 073640 Discover Bank versus Rajinder K. Baga. I do want the record to reflect that Mr. Baga briefly appeared in the Zoom waiting room at the beginning of docket. I held this case until 9:30 a.m. Docket began at 9 a.m. That's 30 minutes. We waited on Mr. Baga to reappear in the Zoom waiting room. He never reappeared. He was properly noticed regarding this hearing, and we shall proceed. Mr. Hines, you may proceed with your pre-vote.
If it pleases the court, Judge, it's a suit on a debt. We ask the court to hear our motion for summary judgment. There are no genuine issues of material fact. We're moving on a contract action. Defendant applied and received a credit account, but Discover Bank failed to make periodic payments.
Oh, hold on, Mr. Hines. Mr.
Yes.
Hines, my court reporter is having trouble hearing you. Maybe you can,
Oh,
I don't know where your microphone is located.
is that better? Can you hear me, Judge?
It's a little muffled. I'll be honest with you. There's like a kind of
Is that better?
Yes, if you can maybe clarify and speak slowly. so I
Okay,
can-
I'm sorry. I'll back up. Judge, we're moving on a motion. We're asking you to hear our motion for summary judgment. There are no issues, genuine issues of material fact. We're moving on a contract action. Defendant applied and received a credit account with Discover Bank, but failed to make periodic payments on the account. Discover Bank sued defendant for the account, seeking to recover the balance of $3,847.13. We have our motion for summary judgment on file. Appended to the motion is the affidavit of the client attesting to the account balance, and appended to it is the credit card agreement, pre-marked Exhibit A, and 2 years worth of supporting account balance statements, including the charge-off balance statement marked as Exhibit B. We ask the court to take judicial notice of its file. Or alternatively, can you hear me, Judge?
I can. The court shall take judicial notice.
Thank you. So the amount due, we are seeking judgment in the amount of $3,887.13, $445.96 in costs and post-judgment interest, subject to 0 credits for payments and allowances.
Motion's granted.
Thank you, Judge. Thank you for your courtesies. Have a nice day.
Thank you for your patience, Mr. Hunt.
Not
Patience,
at all.
Mr. Hines.
Thank you.
All right. Have a good day.
You too.
I got to adjust this camera. All right, I'm going to conclude this and I'm going to adjust these cameras.